So, as you all know, MTech RA list is admissions are out. So, if you have been shortlisted, congratulations to you. And I am getting a lot of DMs on my LinkedIn and on WhatsApp as well. Like how to prepare for the interview, what should we take, like do we need to get our mark sheets for the interview at the time of interview and exam, what time should we reach the campus and all. I will be making sure that I take all the question, make a list of it. Right now in this particular video I will not be having any cuts, and I will be making this video throughout and clearing all the doubts for you. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Anubhav Kashyap and I make content around GATE and MTech interviews. So if you like my content, make sure you subscribe. So now coming back to the topic. So the thing is, the first thing I want to, like, very generalized way I want to say about the notification, what is happening. Okay, I will be in this particular point, I will be talking more about the logistics, right? Like how to reach the campus, at what time you should reach, what things you should avoid, and how you make your journey more like seamless rather than having hectic. Okay, so the one point I want to add here is try to reach the campus like before like one day before. Okay, that way you will be very secured in your sense and you won't be very hectic in nature. So even if you are from Hyderabad as well, try to reach one day before and take the hostel accommodation, so that you don't be having any uneasiness if you reach the campus on the time of an exam. As you all know, the exam point time is 8:45, right? So in this thing I will be talking about the quick note, like firstly I will be talking about the notification, then I will telling you about the difference between TA and SS, as most of the students are getting, like I am getting questions on what is the difference between RA and SS. Are RA, SS and TA are different, like differentiated on the basis on in the placements and all, what are the placement scenarios happening, how to prepare an exam, mistakes to avoid, all these kind of things I will be taking care right now. Okay, now coming back to the same thing, one day before you should reach the campus and your exam will be at 8:45, right? At 8:45 you will be reaching the campus and your exam will start, right? So try to be reaching one day before is a good thing to do, which I did in my time in the last 2025 summer when I came here. So then I'll be sharing, you don't need to get your documents with you, so there's no need of your documents. Either you need just your admit card and all the, if you have read the brochure well, I don't think so there's need of your documents at the point of examination and interview, because after that when you're getting your offer letter you will be called for the document verification, then it will be needed, right? So there's no need for you to take your documents. It is either specified that you can take your ID card or government ID, Aadhaar card and all, you can take that with yourself. Okay, you can have your, like, it depends, in my time it didn't happen, and now if they have specified in the brochure, you should take your documents with yourself. Okay, now fourth thing I will be saying is, like, try to, like, be like, how to say this thing, like you can reach the campus via, if you are coming from the airport, right, you can go directly from RGI airport to campus via cab. Okay, cab will take around like 2000, I guess. The first timers, they like scam too much, but you can do one thing, you can take pushpak bus. Okay, from there you can reach the campus, you can reach to the Bell Chowk. From then you can take auto and something to campus, and it will be like costing you around 600 to 700. Okay, if you are newcomer and you don't know about the city, I would rather say you can come directly via like cab. Okay, it will like save much of your time and you won't be that much hassled around with the luggage. Okay, or if you're coming from like a train railway station, you can go from Sikandrabad railway station to directly to like campus. Okay, via auto or a bus, and it will range around 1000 to 1200 rupees they will be charging for the cab. Okay, so now I have taken all the questions of the logistics, how to reach, when to reach, and at what time we should reach, right? I am done with these kind of questions. Now I am coming to the second part of this video, which is like what is the difference between TA, RA and SS. Okay, I am speaking a bit like fast in this because I have to cover too much of the topic, and I don't want to waste your time in this crucial point. So I will be taking, like, I am like speaking very fast so that I cover all the points. Okay, now I have already made a same video on what is the difference between TA, RA and SS. You can watch it on the on the I button here and left or the right corner. But right now also I can explain what is the TA, RA and SS. So I can literally can explain this thing in within the 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, the TA are the people who get admission through Gate Score Co-Portal. RA are the people who get shortlisted, like you are getting shortlisted and then coming for the exam and then giving to the interview. And here it is a 3-year program, it is a 2-year program, it is also a 2-year program. Okay, the only difference is between the fees. The fees for the ICS is around 12 lakhs. Okay, and it is a government sponsored around, I guess, 2.4 lakhs for 2 years. Same for the RA, the fees is from 2.4 lakhs. Okay, and I getting a lot of DMs that people and SS are less preferred in the placements and all. This is not a scenario. This is like a complete myth. You will be given same amount of opportunity. You won't be getting differentiated on the basis of your mode of getting admission here. So if you are SS and RA or some and TA, you won't be differentiating at any point of time. It is just SS people pay 12 lakhs and that's why they get entry here, and you will be getting like same opportunity like other people, so there's no differentiation in between them. So yep, so this was about this TA, RA and SS. So now I'm moving to the second point, literally. So now coming to the topic which was very concerning about how to prepare for exam and interview. Okay, so I will be mostly speaking about VLSI and CSPL because I have given in this particular branches the interview and exam. So I'm very much I know what thing happens here or not. Okay, I won't be speaking more about the power electronics and Syscon because I don't have any prior experience in this. So yeah. So now coming to the topic, I have already made a simple video about how to prepare for the exam, but still I will be saying about the things. For the VLSI, the exam will is in the two categories. First, the devices paper will be there, and the circuits paper will be there. Okay, in the circuits paper in my time it was subjective. Okay, and it was consisted of analog electronics, digital electronics, and network theory. Okay, and coming to the devices paper, the paper for devices, semiconductor physics and manufacturing of chips around that, like lithography, photolithography and all, how quenching and all works on chip wafers. Okay, 80% of the paper was on semiconductor physics and the 20% was around manufacturing. Okay, now this particular exam was an objective. Okay, and this particular exam was subjective in nature, so circuits. So whenever you're getting any exam for the MTech, try to get always think that if the paper is subjective, the cutoff for that particular subject will be for the exam will be low as compared to the objective exam, because we all know that the subjective exam is a bit tougher rather than attempting an objective exam. Okay, so if you're confident in objective, go for it and try to check first that is there any negative marking there. Usually the negative marking is not there, but still you need to check it while when you're reading the exam or when you're giving your exam. Okay, so yep, if you need any help and how to prepare more, I cannot extend this length of this video. Okay, it's already 8 minutes long, so you can go to my description. I have a link of my TopMed where I tell people how to prepare for the exam and interview. Even though if you don't want to do that, even you can watch my previous video. If you think that one-on-one mentorship can improve your chances, you're most welcome. So I will be taking session from the Monday itself, because for Thursday to Sunday I'm already fully packed. So yep, so now doing the same for the CSPL. The CSPL, it is very easy. I can sum up this particular thing into 2 words. What they will be asking around linear algebra and probability. That's it. My whole interview for CSPL was summed into two subjects, linear algebra and probability. That's it. Okay, in the examination they will have some question of signal systems, some portion of communication. Okay, the major chunk will be around this linear algebra and probability. So if your maths is pretty good, I don't think so you need to be worrying about CSPL that much. Try to focus on the gate mathematics and to get through it. Okay, so now this was about how what you can expect from the exam and what kind of question and what kind of subject you should prepare for it, right? So now coming for the interview part. Okay, for interview that's the same thing. If you have attempted the paper in the devices, you should be expecting the professor or the panel to be getting the questions around that particular subjects. Okay, and for same for the circuits. Okay, when I gave my and I have also given the interview for ICMP branch as well, which where I was selected also. So I can also comment on the ICMP branch what the question they can ask. Okay, so even if you are from the ICMP, like literally seeing here, so for the ICMP, the examination is same. Literally examination for the VLSI and ICMP exam branch is same. The only difference is the panel will be taking your interview separately than the VLSI and VLSI branch. Okay, so I in ICMP branch I was getting the if I remember my question was mostly around the Fermi level semiconductor physics only because I attempted devices paper as I told you earlier. My exam interview was around the Fermi level and semiconductor physics. I was told to make a MOSFET there. Okay, I was told to make sure what is happening inside the MOSFET, what will happen if I inject n dopants in the P region, how the Fermi level will change. So if I want to sum up the interview into literally one sentence which you can take away, try to be very good with your basics so that you are able to defend anything which the guys are asking. Okay, so try to be very good with that. And for the circuits, the same thing is your interview will be fully around the basics. That's it. They won't be asking anything which you really don't know. Okay, try to be very good with the basics. Okay, now like for the same thing you can have a chat with me on the top mate if you think you need more explanation on this part, as I cannot stretch this video like length for like more than 15 minutes. I think already is like 11 to 12 minutes even after like speeding up this thing. But still, if you think you need more guidance or the more mentorship on this, you can go to my link below and we can have a chat on this. Okay, coming back again, this was about like how to prepare for the exam, what subjects you can expect, and how to approach an interview, correct? So now this was it. So the last thing which I want to comment on this and things you should avoid in this particular point of time, even because I have talked with a lot of students in this, like when they got a shortlisting, they booked the session on the link, and I had a chat with them. So try to. So you're coming back to the topic. I was saying about the last point of this video is things you should avoid while doing an MTech interview or an MTech exam when you're approaching it. So I am taking a lot of sessions throughout like this week where I have talked with a lot of people, and there's a similar kind of mistakes they are happening. So the first thing where I'm seeing the people are lagging is you should not try any subject which you have not even started before, right? So in your particularly like try not to start any new topic. Like if you have already done like EDC, so you should, like if you have not done EDC till now, so there's only literally 2 weeks of time. You won't be able to complete EDC, correct? So there's no point of even starting that particular subject. So try to be very good with your thing which you have already done it. Try not to start any new topic, so it will take much of your time and you won't be able to defend it in the interview. Okay, the second thing, try to reach the campus one day before. Okay, so I was having a chat with one of like students from Mumbai or somewhere. So they were suggesting they can reach the campus by 6 a.m. in the morning. I think these things you should avoid when you are like going for an interview or exam, which can literally change the course of your life, right? So you should reach the campus or the exam before one day before and stay there and take a good sleep and then come to the exam. The third point, I think I am seeing correctly, it is like up to you if you want to take it or not. So what is happening right now in the third, like if I want to like say things you should avoid, you should not be thinking whether I'm getting NIT, IIT, triple IIT bids or not. You should be like right now focusing more on the things which you are having right now in your hand. Like if you're coming here for an IIT Hyderabad or any other IIT's interview, you should be focusing more on the part that I want to get here and get the offer letter, and then I can reject it afterwards. right? There's no point of discussing here right now that what if I don't get it, what if you don't get it, and all. These like kind of questions at the time, like we can discuss this afterwards, whether we are getting the offer or not, right? Try focusing more on the part that you need to prepare it, you need to get here, give an interview and pass it. Then we will particularly see which offer you want to accept or reject. Okay, try to be very specific with the things which you are right now, and focus on the interview and part. So now I want to conclude this particular video. Okay, so we started with, like, I explained about the quick notification around this, then I explained about difference between TA, RA and SS. I'm getting a lot of messages on the LinkedIn and the WhatsApp that are we getting differentiated between the placements, right? If are we getting, like, will we be sitting this in the same placement pool with TRA, SS, or there's a separate pool for SS? There's no kind of differentiation between self-sponsored people. The only difference between that is they are giving 12 lakhs as a fees. That's it. I have a lot of friends which are self-sponsored, and there's no differentiation. We all sit in the same classroom, and all same things are same. It just they give, like, provide 12 lakh as a fees. That's it. So, like, I talked about how to prepare for exam, the subject you can get, like devices in the circuits, devices you will be having paper around semiconductor physics, and then manufacturing of wheels and all. For the circuits part, the topic will be the same, like analog electronics, digital electronics, and network theory. Okay, then we can move towards the interview, where you will be, like, try to be very structured and flow wise. You can make diagrams on the whiteboard and all, and try to move in this fashion. I already talked about the mistakes you should avoid. Okay, and the conclusion point is this: try to be very focused on the basics of yours, because your basics will be tested in the interview and exam. There's nothing fancy they will asking which you won't be able to attempt. There's only one hour of 1 hour of exam where you will be asked 30 questions. So the level of the question will be around the gate 1 markers, correct? So yeah, so this was it. Like, I have explained all the topics. If you need any help, link of my top